Mitchell's Plain is a largely colored township about 32 kilometers from the city of Cape Town. It is one of South Africa's largest townships. It is located on the Cape Flats on the False Bay coast between Muizenberg and Khayelitsha. Conceived of as a model township by the apartheid government, it was built during the 1970s to provide housing for colored victims of forced removal due to the implementation of the Group Areas Act. Though Mitchell's Plain is no longer officially a colored township, the overwhelming majority of its residents are still colored. The township was reportedly named after Mitchell Baker, but this is unconfirmed, and is one of a number of possible explanations. At an estimated population of 290,305,000 people, it comprises a number of subsections which reflect the diverse class backgrounds of the population. Once a major stronghold of the United Democratic Front, the broad-based ANC-sponsored anti-apartheid body, it is now known more for gangsterism and methamphetamine addiction among the youth. It also has one of Cape Town's biggest shopping centers, the Liberty Promenade. History. Mitchell's Plain was created by the apartheid government in the early 1970s as a colored township for middle-income families. The township was laid out in terms of the neighborhood unit concept, with large open spaces, localized public facilities and wide arterial routes. Various forms of housing were provided, including freestanding, semi-detached and duplex housing. However, by the late 80s and 90s, major areas of Mitchell's Plain deteriorated into urban ghettos. Gangsterism and drug abuse has increased, and a number of informal settlements has sprung up in several areas. Demographics. According to 2011 census data compiled by Statistics South Africa, Mitchell's Plain comprises the following in terms of demographics. Mitchell's Plain today. Today, Mitchell's Plain is one of Cape Town's and South Africa's largest townships, with a population of about 290,000 people. In terms of economic activity, investment is primarily in retail development, with Mitchell's Plain being considered as having the strongest level of investment on the Cape Flats. It has a central business district, locally called the Town Centre, and two large shopping centres, Promenade Shopping Centre on AZ Berman Drive and Westgate Mall on the corner of Morgenster and Vanguard Drive. The Promenade Shopping Centre is the largest, with more than 120 stores comprising major clothing, furniture, banks and restaurant chains. Informal economic activity is a significant part of the local economy. Such activity reflects a dominance of retail functions, with informal trading responding to market and thus concentrated around the main public transport interchanges and along heavily utilized pedestrian routes. Public transport. Mitchell's Plain is reasonably well served by public transport services comprising commuter rail, bus and minibus taxi services. There are 3 Cape Metro Rail commuter rail stations within the area at Captain's Klip, Mitchell's Plain and Lenteja. The rail line extends northwards towards Philippi, Cape Town CBD and the industrial areas at Epping. The commuter rail service is commonly characterized by overcrowding during morning and afternoon peak periods, as well as being unsafe during off-peak periods. The Mitchell's Plain public transport interchange at the Mitchell's Plain station include a major bus terminus and taxi rank, which provides public transport services to every major employment area within the city of Cape Town during the morning peak period. There is regular scheduled bus and unscheduled minibus taxi services to Cape Town CBD, Claremont, Belleville, Wynberg, and other areas. At more than 30,000 passenger trips per weekday and more than 90,000 passengers daily, it is one of the busiest transport interchanges in the city. Recent years have seen significant investment by the local authority in improving and upgrading public transport transport infrastructure and facilities at the Mitchell's Plain Interchange. Subsections, like the townships of Soweto, Khayelitsha and Delft. Mitchell's Plain, believed to be South Africa's third largest township, is split into a number of subsections. The western half of the township is home to a wealthier population, while the eastern half comprises poorer communities: Rocklands, Westridge, Portlands, Tafelsig, Eastridge, Beacon Valley, Lenteja, Woodlands, Weltovden Valley, Colorado Park, Mandalay. Watergate Phase 2. Schools. Mitchell's Plain is home to 85 schools. Some of these schools include Meadow Ridge Primary School, Allo, Lenteja, Beacon Hill, Oval North, Cedar, Glendale, Rocklands, Spine Road, Mundale, Portland, Princeton, Woodlands, Tafelsig and Westridge. Social movements. In the latter years of apartheid, Mitchell's Plain became the seat of the launch of the United Democratic Front, a mass democratic movement of community organizations and trade unions fighting against apartheid. It was launched in August 1983 with such leaders of the people as Dr. Alan Bozak, Albertina Sisulu, Helen Joseph, Joe Marks, Trevor Manuel, Mosi Uotera, Lekota and many others present. The most active social movements and activist organizations in Mitchell's Plain after apartheid have been the Western Cape Anti-Eviction Campaign, the Treatment Action Campaign and the Mitchell's Plain Concerned Hawkers and Traders Association. The Mitchell's Plain Backyarders Association, which had strong links to the Western Cape Anti-Eviction Campaign, organized a massive land occupation, the Mitchell's Plain land occupation in 2011. Prominent residents. Athel Williams is an award-winning poet who has held senior executive positions globally and holds 5 university degrees from Harvard University, Massachusetts Institute of Technology, London Business School, London School of Economics and Political Science and University of the Witwatersrand. He is the founder of Taurus Schools Solutions, which works with Mitchell's Plain schools to improve performance and Read to Rise, an NGO that promotes literacy among Mitchell's Plain's primary school learners. He is one of 12 people inducted into the Mitchell's Plain Heroes Walk by the City of Cape Town. Williams was awarded the Sol Plath European Union Poetry Award for 2015. Nizam Kar is a South African rugby union footballer who grew up in Mitchell's Plain. Lance Schultz is a South African business leader who grew up in Mitchell's Plain. He holds L. Schultz specializes in logistics development, strategies, business case development and operational management. Furthermore, he has strong project management skills and experience. He is currently employed at the Centurion Aerospace Village as CEO in Pretoria. Mr. Schultz holds a B.Tech degree from the NMMU and also a BSc Honours from Pretoria University. He also holds a MBA from the NMMU. The title of his treatise was based on supply chain. It is titled The Impact of Supply Chains in Automotive Clusters. He also holds a coveted Lean Six Sigma Master Black Belt. He has also received a Merit Award at the NMMU for Outstanding Academic Achievement in 2006. In addition, he has done several lean manufacturing and project management courses. He has also lectured part-time at NMMU's Industrial Engineering faculty for a number of years. He has managed major supplier development projects in the automotive industry. He has also completed some highly successful optimization projects in companies like Mercedes-Benz Commercial Vehicles, as well as the establishment of the successful NMB Logistics Park. He has worked in consulting and at the large original equipment manufacturer for 10 years, responsible for industrial engineering of mechanical and final finish manufacturing facilities. He has undertaken numerous planning visits to Germany to oversee new model introduction and facilities planning. He has also been responsible for undertaking lean manufacturing projects within this environment. After having consulted in the automotive industry with a combined 23 years experience and has brought a wealth of specialized knowledge, he has developed balanced scorecards and a number of lean manufacturing tools and has added to supply chain knowledge through a number of projects. At Suppliers L. Schultz has also developed a supply chain audit tool which assesses the maturity state of suppliers. Currently he holds member status at the Saar Institute of Industrial Engineers (SAPICS) Supply Chain Council. He is also the regional chairperson for the Townships.It Institute of Logistics.